Hi, my name is Stevie and I like to write songs. This is part 2 of making a modal metal song. If you want to see the series from the start, the link will be in the description. Today we're going to be working on the verses and the chorus of the song. Let's go. I got a wee bit carried away in the last video with the songwriting process, and I sort of let some of the technical things slide. But that's okay, I do that quite often, because you can always go back and fix those things afterwards. So the first thing is that the guitars weren't panned left and right. Let's see the difference that makes. Okay, wider sound and more definition on the guitars. I think because the bass guitar is sort of droning along in that low C, it's very stagnant. I want to try and add a wee bit of movement to it. So my go-to in that situation would be track spacer. So I'll route the kick drum into track spacer. Let's hear the bass on its own now. Okay, cool. I think I'd like to make this a bit more proggy sounding by doubling up the lead guitar with a keyboard. So here's the synth sound I've set up. It's rich lead on the Korg Triton plugin. Okay, so I'm going to just use this to double up the lead guitar and give it a bit of a synthy vibe. Let's try. And with the guitar. It's almost invisible, but it does give the guitar a bit of an otherworldly type of effect in the mix. Alright, so let's move on to the verses. Where we currently are is here, in the key of D. Now, one of the things I like ergonomically about the guitar when we're in the key of D in this tuning is, I love that. So the riff that I've come up with for this is So let's look at that. We're in the key of D again. So that looks like D major. But the open C is not. So what's this? So this is D Mixolydian. It's basically major with a dominant 7 note. Let's get that recorded. One of the things I was thinking about from a continuity point of view is there. We could add those strums from the intro. I can't use the ones I've already recorded because we're in a new key, so I'll have to do them again. I think that'll probably make up about half the first verse. So for the second part of the verse, I would like to increase the intensity a wee bit. So what we'll do to increase the intensity is play faster and go up a tone. So we're currently at... And then we'll go... And then I think we could maybe do a nice Lydian motif at the end of it. And then we'll go back to our C Lydian for the chorus. It's definitely a juggling act trying to write a song and record it for YouTube at the same time. I complained earlier that in the last video I got a bit carried away with the writing process and forgot some of my gain staging techniques. This time I did the whole first half of the video and forgot to use headphones. So I'm giving myself quite a task in editing to try and edit out the dialogue from the background noise coming from the speakers. But lesson learned, hopefully I'll remember to wear headphones in future. So at this stage we've just done this Lydian motif. Which brings us into our Lydian idea from the intro. So here's the main idea that I'm thinking of for the chorus. So like with Joe Satriani flying in a blue dream, I'm in Lydian, I'm in C Lydian. But then when I change chord to the A flat, I also do that as a Lydian. And then when I change to the G flat, that's also Lydian. So everything's Lydian. It's got quite an ominous sound to it. I'll try and record that now. So to keep up with the ominous dreamy vibe of the chorus, I'm going to add a pad sound. This is on Colossus. It's the Men from Manila pad, which I use quite often. So here's what I'm thinking. What's this chord? And this. So I was trying to write a bit of lead guitar for the chorus, and I came up with this idea. Let's hear it in the track. But what I sort of accidentally noticed while I was playing it is that it feels a wee tiny bit rushed, and if I play the second chords way behind the beat, instead of starting on the 1 of the beat, I start on the 3 of the beat. So it delays the completion of a guitar riff and potentially, I think, probably gives me more room to fit vocals into the chorus. Okay, let's try and record that. It's nice the way the last note of each phrase carries on over the next chord and it still works as a note in the next chord. Right, I think it's lyrics time now. We're going to write some lyrics, but let me first have a listen back to what we've recorded so far so that I can formulate an idea of what I would like to sing over this music. Here we go. Okay, so I think I've got some phrasing ideas. Let me write some lyrics and I'll get back to you and I'll explain what my thinking is. I said at the start of this series that I wanted to write some lyrics that were kind of existential. I've taken the approach of writing about someone who doesn't have religion, doesn't believe in religion, but desperately wants to. Maybe this person suffers from depression, or maybe they have some kind of existential angst where they want to find a meaning in life but don't actually have one, and kind of believe that their lack of faith is the reason for their lack of belief in the meaning of life. This is what I wrote. I took a walk to the world's end. I tried to open a page. I took a look in the depth of the void. I leaned right over the edge. There were no answers to the questions I had. There was no one there. A pallid quest for a dogma or creed hanging in the air. And then the chorus is, do you see the light, celebrate the night? No appetite, no alibi. Do you have the flame, play deceptive games? I know your name, what you became. A lot of it is quite cryptic, but the basic idea here is that there is a metaphor, that the search for meaning in life can sometimes feel like standing at the edge of a cliff and looking down into the void. Right, let's have a listen. Guitar's a bit loud. Right, so I just turned down that lead guitar to see if it's a bit better in the chorus. Better. Okay, so at the end of the chorus here, I had the feeling we were going to go back into the verses. But I feel emotionally the lyrics are sort of driving towards maybe there's some anger there. So maybe we need an extra chorus, a secondary part of the chorus that's completely contrasting from what's here and has anger and heaviness and aggression in it. And maybe even some dissonant chords on the guitars. Right, so I thought I would continue on the same chords. And make the variation in this just about the playing style, how it changes from the dreamy clean guitars into the really heavy thrashy guitars. So that's the riff I'm thinking of. Let's try and arrange that and put it in the song. Right, let's have a listen. I think we could probably pull out some of the harmony in that and make it sound a wee bit more dissonant with the keyboards. Back on my M1 patch. Yep, that's cool. Let's record that. I particularly like that at the end. How about some shouty lyrics? I'm going to give myself a sore throat trying to sing this, but hopefully it'll be cool. Night will follow day, eat, sleep, repeat, endless cycle. And that just calls out to be repeated. Night will follow day, eat, sleep, repeat, endless cycle, you know? And so I'm sort of thinking, after we finish the song, when we get back to this chorus at the very, very end, we'll just repeat that over and over again, getting more and more intense with the drums, getting faster and faster and faster until the music just stops. We just go, endless cycle.
Night will follow day, eat, sleep, repeat, endless cycle. Night will follow day, eat, sleep, repeat, endless cycle.
As I was recording the vocals there, I decided it'd probably be a good idea to record all the doubles for the verses before I blew out my throat trying to do this bit. So I've recorded doubles on all the verses. And also in the chorus. So the vocals sound a wee bit sweeter. So let's have a listen to what I did here. So I've recorded this in 3 parts as well.
Night will follow day.
And so with the left and right double.
Endless cycle. Night will follow day. Eat, sleep, repeat.
And then I recorded another part just to make it sound a bit more shouty.
Night will follow day.
That whispery bit just gives it a bit of high-end sparkle. So all together.
Night will follow day. Eat, sleep, repeat. Endless cycle.
Let's hear it in the track.
Night will follow day. Eat, sleep, repeat. Endless cycle. Night will follow day. Eat, sleep, repeat. Endless cycle.
Right, so let's check now if we can get back to the verses from there. What we want is this bit here, this section.
Endless cycle.
And then we can go round and do the whole thing again. Awesome. So let's have a listen to where we are so far. think I would like some harmonies in that part. Chorus sounds great. Right, so I accidentally copied over that wee bit of lead guitar there, which kind of ruined it. Okay, taking shape now. Awesome. I totally love it when a song starts coming together like this. This is the point in songwriting where I could end up staying up all night just to get this song finished. But we all have lives outside of music as well, so time management is very important. So I'm going to purposely walk away from this today so that I can come back fresh tomorrow and have a listen with fresh ears and see where we're going next. But after a slightly false start, I'm really pleased and excited now that this song has taken a shape that I'm starting to really enjoy. So I really hope that you found what I did today interesting and enjoyable. I hope it's inspiring you to have a go yourself at songwriting. If you've got any questions, please feel free to leave comments. I love receiving comments and help this channel to grow. Like, subscribe, share, hit the bell icon, do all the things that we need to do to get this YouTube algorithm to kick off for me. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. You guys rock.